there everybody, it's Old Fan. So, something downright amazing happened a few weeks ago. I got a letter a couple of weeks ago from a gentleman that had seen my video about the Yolanda Monster Toy figures that I posted a couple of months ago. And he just happened to notice this print of the Phantom of the Opera that I have behind me, and he was like, hey, I'm the one who drew that. And I'm like, OMG, are you serious? You're Robert Aragon, I love you. Yes, friends, this turned out to be none other than Mr. Robert Aragon, an incredibly prolific artist, a personal childhood hero of mine, and to top it all off, an amazingly nice guy. A tiny little bit of background about me, the Phantom of the Opera is actually my biggest and oldest obsession. Even bigger than Dragon Ball, if you can imagine that. In fact, everything that you see behind me is Phantom of the Opera related. I've been collecting Phantom of the Opera memorabilia since I was 5 years old. And as Phantom of the Opera collections go, I have a pretty incredible collection. Here's my copy of the first English edition of the novel by Gaston Leroux, my extremely rare soundtrack to the first Chinese version of Phantom on vinyl, and an entire box of Phantom Brow. This is Phantom of the Opera eyeliner, if you can believe it. It was a promotional item for the silent 1925 Phantom of the Opera film, although this box of Phantom Brow was re-released in 1927 to help promote Mary Philbin's film Love Me and the World Is Mine. For every second you don't buy Phantom Brow, Mary Philbin kills a puppy. But anyway, when I was a young little thing, this magazine was an enormous part of my life. Like so many other monster kids before and after me, I found comfort and solace in these pages, knowing that there were other people out there who loved monsters and art and collecting, and that it was okay to have those types of interests. In fact, that there was a great deal of pride you could take in those types of interests. And also within these pages, I found a lot of cool Phantom stuff I wanted to buy. And the Phantom thing that I wanted most was that print right there. And look, I was actually able to find the original ad that I bought the print from. You can see the Phantom print right here. Nosferatu, London After Midnight, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and a really awesome Boris Karloff one. And this print cost $15 plus $5 shipping and handling, which was a crazy amount of money for me back then. You have to remember I was a really little kid. So, you know, I saved my pennies, I saved every bit of allowance that I possibly could, and when I finally had the $20 saved up, I had my parents make the order for me, and a few weeks later, I got this print signed and numbered by Mr. Aragon himself. And here, of course, it is. It stayed with me to this day, and it'll be with me my entire life, I hope. And being a budding artist at the time, I used to sit in front of this thing day in, day out, and try to draw Eric just as well as Mr. Aragon had. Unfortunately, I don't know where any of those drawings are now. I did try to find them. I know I had them up until a couple of years ago. In short, Mr. Aragon's work, this print, had an enormous impact on my childhood and was a big reason why I wanted to learn how to draw and to become an artist as I am today. So when he contacted me about my Yolanda video, I was very understandably completely over the moon with excitement. And to my great surprise, joy, and excitement, he said that he would like to send me a gift. So I want to show you what he sent me. The first item is a signed trading card. It was limited to only 500 pieces, and it's got some wonderful information about Mr. Aragon on the back, including his website, which I'll give a link to in a little while here. And on the other side is this absolutely beautiful image of Bela Lugosi's Dracula that he did. I believe this is a holofoil card, but you can correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen Bela Lugosi's Dracula drawn that well in a long, long time. I'm a big fan of the 1931 Dracula, as you can well imagine. This card is just amazing. I'm so proud to own this. It's just gorgeous. Thank you so much, Mr. Aragon. Beautiful, beautiful work. But the second thing he sent me is what really knocked my socks off. This card is a hand-drawn sketch by Robert Aragon. You can see the skull with the quill pen. And on the other side is this absolutely gorgeous, hand-painted original sketch of Lon Chaney's interpretation of Eric, the Phantom of the Opera. I hope it's coming out well on camera, but the colors and the detail in this thing are just absolutely beautiful. It is not an easy thing to draw Lon Chaney's interpretation of the Phantom of the Opera. A lot of people have struggled with it for many, many years, and this is an absolutely gorgeous illustration of Eric. I love both cards to death, but I am really and truly incredibly touched by this, and this is an incredible piece to have in my collection, and I'm so honored to have it. It's absolutely beautiful, and I will treasure it for the rest of my life. Thank you so much, sir. So, Mr. Aragon, I'd like to thank you so much for your friendship and your incredible generosity. It's been a great honor to communicate with you and to get to know the person that played such an important role in my formative years as a young artist. It's really quite something to have any kind of encounter with a childhood hero, so I'm very, very grateful that you contacted me. I will absolutely treasure these two pieces of art for the rest of my life. I'm deeply honored and just a little bit speechless. So I encourage everybody to go check out Mr. Aragon's work. He has a website which is www.robertaragon.com. He can also be found on darkvisionsinc.com, and you can also check him out on MySpace, which is of course myspace.com/artistrobertaragon. I will of course put all these links in the sidebar, wherever that may be. He also has a YouTube channel called Monst Toys. I think that's the way you pronounce it, because he's a big monster toy collector himself, actually. There's no videos on it yet. I don't know if he plans on uploading any videos to it, but you might want to subscribe to that channel just in case. I would, and I have. So once again, thank you so much, Mr. Aragon. I sent you a couple of my drawings too as a trade. I really hope that you enjoy them. I hope that all my subscribers and viewers go and check out his work. In the words of Mike Mozart, you'll be glad you did. This has of course been Old Fan. I will be back very soon with more Dragon Ball Toy reviews. All the best. Bye for now.